What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me on Twitter. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM, and the offer for new users, $1,000 first bet offer with the promo code JUICE at BetMGM.com. Okay, a 2-in-1 day. I have a very similar card to yesterday, okay? And we're going to jump in here. It's almost identical. We did a first half, we did a total, and we did a side. Went 2-1, up 1 unit. We're going to come back with a similar type of bet. I need to go 2-1 again, and if we do go 2-1, then we're basically flat for the week. We're down 1 unit for the week. So 3-0, and we're profitable. 0-3, and obviously we're down for 4 units for the week. But if we go 2-1, we'll wind up being just flat for the week. So I don't love baseball today. I don't like betting baseball on Sunday ever. And then tomorrow we have massive hockey to get into tomorrow. So I don't want to go through a huge card and bet a ton today. But I do have 3 plays that I like in the NBA coming at you here for today. Before I give you the picks, you guys have a chance to pick up a free year of BettingPros Premium. We've been telling you about how you can enter into this contest. It's very simple and very easy to do so. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel, and comment underneath me, because when you do, you will be entered into the contest to be upgraded for free to BettingPros Premium. Whether you're looking for access to exclusive picks, top-rated player props, or custom analysis of your betting performance, BettingPros Premium has the tools to help you cash more bets. It's that simple, but if you don't want to wait till the end of the month, you can sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. Okay, let's get right to it here, and let's talk a little bit about the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks. So I don't know why I've been so kind of interested in looking at the first half numbers, but I have been. And I'm looking at these like large numbers, and I'm concerned about it. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to go ahead and lay this, but it's interesting to see how when you look at numbers in playoff teams and the teams that play in the play-in, I'm kind of looking to fade them, to be quite honest. In particular, in the first half, they've been traveling. The Heat played 2 games, and now they get the Bucks. The line is 5, much like Boston. Now, Boston took on Atlanta at home. They were up 30. That was the easiest bet I've hit, maybe since I came back to the juice. 30, up 30, laying 5. It's the same bet here with the Bucks. They're 7-3 ATS over their last 10 games, up 3.65 units against the spread in the first half. This Milwaukee team can score, as we know, and I don't think there's really a natural stopgap for Giannis. Now, at home this year, if you look at just the whole season for Milwaukee in the first half, they've been okay. They're 20-20-1, but it's tough to look at that because the NBA is such an up and down. Well, actually, no, sorry, they're 44-37-1. Sorry. On the year. At home on the year, that's where they are 20-20-1, down 2.25 units. But recently, as they got closer to the playoffs, they started to play more aggressively, started to get after it more, and be just a better team. The Heat were 3-7 ATS, down 5 units in the first half, down the stretch over their last 10 games. I'm going to lay the 5 here. It's -5, 1.1 units. The Bucks in the first half, I just think it's similar to Boston. I think they come out, they blitz Miami, they get a lead, they go to half, maybe a blowout basketball game. I don't mind laying the 9, but I'm going to lay the 5, much like we did with the Celtics, the Bucks -5 up against the Miami Heat. Okay, second bet, Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Lakers on the road were 19-21-1, but they're 1-4 over their last 5. After maybe Sacramento just is going to influence me, but these new franchises, I'll call them, Sacramento, Memphis, Lakers, and Golden State. These are blue bloods coming into your building. This gets the crowd at full throat the entire game. That crowd in Sacramento was out bleeping standing. They were phenomenal. I think we're going to see a similar thing here. I know the numbers aren't great. I know the numbers for the Lakers, they've done pretty well against Memphis this year, to be quite honest. Memphis at home, though, 23-17-1 ATS. They weren't great against the Western Conference, but look, I think here at home in game one, I like Memphis to get off to a fast start here. Again, this is a team who played in the play-in in the Lakers. They had some time to rest because they won their game, but they were at home in that one. They're traveling to Memphis here. LeBron's not been great in game ones coming out. I mean, he's notorious for it. And I think the Memphis Grizzlies can do enough to slow down Anthony Davis. I like Memphis here. I'm going to lay to 3.5 points. Memphis minus 3.5 for 1.1 units. And finally, we're going to the LA Clippers against the Phoenix Suns in game one. I actually was kind of stunned at this when I pulled some of the numbers. I kind of couldn't believe from a total perspective. The Clippers on the year on the road are 26-15 to the over. 26-15 to the over. Last 4 games heading into the postseason all went over for Sacramento against Phoenix as well on the last day of the regular season, where it was a 119-114 victory for them, went over by 7.5. Now we're right back here into Phoenix. In Phoenix at home, they were 20-21 to the under, but they were 4-1 down the stretch. Last 3 games went over, and against the Western Conference, Phoenix was 39-19-2 to the over. I just think pace of play here. I think defensively, I don't love the matchup here. I think offensively is going to tell a lot. I know defensively Phoenix was pretty good this year, but I think the Clippers can score. Clippers are going to be able to move, and then with Kevin Durant in the lineup, I mean, I don't mind laying it, but it's 7.5. It's a little bit, it's that number that gives me pause. I think it could be a really fun back and forth game, up and down type of game here with a lot of pace, a lot of 3-point shooting going on. Phoenix, number 7 in 3-point percentage. Clippers were 20th in 3-point defense. That's not great. The Suns were 7th in 3-point defense. Clippers were 20th. The Clippers were 3rd in 3-point percentage, 12th for Phoenix, kind of middle of the pack here defensively for them. I mean, threes made per game, 10th for the Clippers, 14th for the Phoenix Suns. I just think we're going to see an up-tempo, back-and-forth type of game. The first move was to the under. It was 226.5, moved down to 225.5. I'm just going to ride the numbers here in Phoenix at home and what we just saw out of the games today, just the incredible pace that we've seen on some of these teams offensively going, really using that home crowd momentum. I think Phoenix wins. Not sure I want to lay 7.5. I think I'll rather play the over. Clippers and Phoenix, we're going over 225.5 for 1.1 units. Okay, not a very long podcast today because it's a very similar card in terms of what we bet yesterday. We went 2-1 yesterday. We're coming back with a very similar type of situation here. I might get involved with a player prop or two, but probably not, simply because, well, tomorrow is going to be a huge card. I mean, we've got so many things going on here. By the way, that Boston Bruins win game 1 and win the series bet, that thing steamed to minus 152. That went high. If you missed that bet and you want to get involved with another bet, you can bet Bruins to win the series, parlayed in William Hill Caesars will let you do this, parlayed with the Golden Knights. I did that for, I jumped in on that. So if you want a different one, that's a plus 107 parlay. If you didn't get the minus 120 for the Bruins to win game 1 and Bruins win the series, that 1.2 units bets, you can come back in. Again, I bet them both. You can come in and get a parlay of Bruins just to win the series, doesn't matter number of games, Knights to beat the Jets, doesn't matter number of games. So that's an alternative if you ended up missing out on that Bruins bet. If it got to be 152 by the time you saw it, you don't want to lay that type of juice. Don't blame you. Here's an alternative way of having a bet with the Bruins on their series and then involving the Golden Knights against the Jets, both of which I do expect 6 games max for both teams to win their series and advance to the second round. All right, 3 bets, 3.3 units in play. Bucks minus 5 in the first half. We are taking the Memphis Grizzlies minus 3.5 up against the LA Lakers. And we are going with the over 225.5 for the Clippers and the Suns here in game 1 of their best of 7 series. All right, let's hope we go at least 2-1. Let's go for 3-0 today. We could have had it, man. Steph had a look at the end. Great game. Congrats to the Kings. Awesome game. Let's have some more good games like that. That was a ton of fun to watch that game with the Kings. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.